Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Prakash, currently working as a software developer in Optum, and today we have Anish D, and he is just cleared a Microsoft software intern, and he will be going to join Microsoft as a software intern निकालने के अलावा भी बहुत कुछ फोड़ा है अनीस। क्या किया है यार, मतलब अभी कॉलेज के थर्ड ईयर में है, जस्ट फिफ्थ सेमेस्टर में गया है, और कोडफोर्स पे कैंडिडेट मास्टर एंड कोडसेफ पे 5 स्टार कोडर, लीड कोड पे ट्रिपल डिजिट रैंक लाइक 255, एंड उसके साथ साथ गूगल किक स्टार पे 135 रैंक। ना 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 ना, सिर्फ इतना ही नहीं किया है, कोडिंग के साथ साथ डेवलपमेंट भी किया है यार, मतलब हैकाथॉन भी करता है और बैकएंड भी करता है। सो 2 साल में कैसे वो टाइम को मैनेज किया, पैरेलली डेवलपमेंट और सीपी और डीएसए सबको मैनेज कैसे करके और माइक्रोसॉफ्ट निकाला। सो करते हैं, आज बात करते हैं, डिस्कस करते हैं उसके साथ।
Hello everyone, today we have Anish D and he just cleared the Microsoft intern and he is upcoming Microsoft software intern in 2022 and he is in like 5th semester and इसने पूरा फोड़ रखा है 2 साल के अंदर ही कॉलेज में। अभी लाइक कोडफोर्स में कैंडिडेट मास्टर एंड कोड से पे 5 स्टार कोडर और लाइक लीड कोड में लाइक 3 डिजिट रैंक 255 रैंक और लाइक किक स्टार में भी आई थिंक 135 रैंक है इसका गूगल किक स्टार में, और माइक्रोसॉफ्ट का इंटर्नशिप मिला है। देखते हैं कैसे कैसे इसका जर्नी रहा, पूछते हैं आज, मतलब डिस्कस करते हैं कि कैसा इसका पूरा 2 साल का जर्नी रहा और 2 साल के अंदर इतना इतना चीज कैसे कवर कर पाया ये चीज। सो एक बार तुम अपना इंट्रोडक्शन खुद दे दो आशीष।
Yeah, so basically, I am a third year student from IIST Shibpur, pursuing my undergraduate in the field of computer science. So I recently got an offer from Microsoft SWE Intern. So thank you for helping me to share my experiences and helping others. So I am very excited for this.
Yeah.
Yeah, the first year was of college was basically a pretty chilled life for the first semester, I would say. So I was just exploring college and campus life and what are the career options like that, like this. So first semester, not the first year, first semester I was pretty much exploring things, the college life, the hostel life, the classes. When you go to a new means environment, you always tend to explore. So I was exploring the college. Then I saw some of my amazing seniors doing very well. So then I generally started competitive programming in general. So I was pretty much into my second semester when I started my competitive programming journey. So then the pandemic sadly took over, and our classes got cancelled. So there was not much work left. So I regularly practiced CP, and that's how I got good at it. So like that, I started my competitive programming journey. So this was basically my first year. So in the first year, means pretty much did only CP, nothing else like that. In the first semester, I just explored and then took up CP like that.
Okay, so do you have any programming knowledge before you joining the college, like in
Yeah. Basically, in my college, I had QBasic and Java. So from class 9 only, I was introduced to object-oriented programming and Java. So I had a quite a good programming experience. But I would suggest that having a programming experience before joining college is not at all essential. I have many of my friends who have got into Microsoft and don't have any, not only Microsoft but also Google and all. So and they don't have any prior experience of coding. So it's not means absolutely not necessary to know coding before you join college.
ओके सो पढ़ाई की तो बात पूरा हो गई, चलो ठीक है, फर्स्ट ईयर तुमने पूरा कोडिंग करा, पर तुम्हारा परसेंटेज कितना था, अटेंडेंस परसेंटेज कितना था, बंक कितना करा, पहले ये बताओ तुम।
बंक में ज्यादा नहीं करता था, मीन्स कॉलेज फर्स्ट सेमेस्टर में मीन्स आई वाज नॉट मीन्स इतना भी करेज नहीं था कि बंक कर दे, मतलब डर था कि 75% नहीं आया तो क्या होगा।
वो तो होता है, मतलब
तो
75% तो करना ही पड़ता है, बट फिर भी
हाँ मतलब 80-85% तो था ही परसेंट, मतलब अटेंडेंस।
तो वो वाला सीन था क्या, मतलब तुम भी कहीं नोट्स
अराउंड नहीं, मतलब वैसे मतलब उतना स्ट्रेस नहीं है कॉलेज लाइफ में कि मतलब हर वक्त पढ़ाई करना है. मतलब you can maintain a decent before 1 week or something you can study and you can pass the semester pretty well like that.
वो तो काफी है, 1 वीक तो ज्यादा
मतलब
बोल दिया,
सबको
लाइक हम
पता ही
लोग तो
होगा कि
एक एक दिन
हाँ
पहले या 2 दिन
हाँ
पहले पढ़ते थे, राइट?
1 week ज्यादा ही हो गया है. हाँ वही मतलब वही होता है. मतलब पहले सेमेस्टर में तो 1 week पहले से शुरू करते थे, अभी तो एक दिन पहले से शुरू करते हैं लाइक दैट.
लाइक पहला तुम कौन सा प्लेटफॉर्म यूज किए, मतलब पहले जैसे कि स्टार्टिंग में अगर मानो तुम, क्योंकि स्टार्टिंग में कोडसेफ और कोडफोर्स पे जाना इज नॉट गुड आइडिया, बिकॉज बच्चे पूरा फ्रस्ट्रेट हो जाते हैं, इवन आप
Yes,
भी
I know.
फ्रस्ट्रेट हो जाते थे।
Yeah, I know. Yes,
तो
I know that
पहला तुम
code
तो
forces
अगर
is.
मान लो कि जो जीरो, जिसको कुछ नॉलेज नहीं है, तो उसको पहले स्टार्ट कहाँ से
हाँ,
करना चाहिए?
I would suggest लीड कोड. लीड कोड में जो इजी प्रॉब्लम्स है वो काफी मतलब हेल्पफुल होता है और मतलब काफी रिसोर्सेज है. देयर आर ट्यूटोरियल्स, देयर आर सॉल्यूशंस, there are also discussions or something like that. So I think lead code would be a good platform to start with. But I started with codeforces. I means I didn't know lead code then. I recently discovered about lead code, let's say 4 or 5 months back. So then I found it was pretty helpful and pretty useful also. So I started with codeforces, but I would suggest that lead code will be a very pretty means good resource means or platform to begin with.
ओके, सो कॉलेज के कुछ क्लब वगैरह होगा, कॉलेज में कुछ ज्वाइन वगैरह किए थे?
Yeah, we had a coding club, Code IST. So I am the competitive programming lead of that
Oh,
performance club.
that's
Okay,
great.
so I joined that in the first year, and there only our seniors told us about means what should we do in coding, how coding helps in placements and all. So
Okay.
the club is pretty active and pretty useful for us.
Okay. Okay. Like how many hours you uh, do coding, like CP or DSA and all? So
It depends. On an average, I do 6 and 7 hours. It may extend to 8 hours also because not only I don't do CP 8 hours. That's not possible. I have other works also. Like I work for CN, so 2 or 3 hours I had to work for Coding Ninjas, and then if I am doing some hackathon or something like that, so 2 and 3 hours of hackathon, and then if I have some energy left, so I go for doing some lead code questions or something like that. So it depends that how much work I have at hand, something like that.
okay. लाइक कंपटीशन वगैरह तुम कौन कौन सा कंपटीशन में वगैरह में पार्टिसिपेट किए, लाइक कोडिंग से रिलेटेड या फिर हैकाथॉन से रिलेटेड?
Hackathons, I didn't participate very much. Means I just started doing hackathons 6 months back. So I participated in 3 or 4 hackathons like that. And regarding competitive programming contest, जहाँ पर भी मिलता है मैं मतलब participate कर देता हूँ. So like
मतलब
I
जो भी प्लेटफॉर्म मिल जाए,
participated
लाइक
in हाँ
कोड
code
सेफ,
forces,
कोर्स?
coach, I also Google Kickstart, code jams, hash codes. Facebook का हैकर कप होता है.
अच्छा, हैकर का या फेसबुक का, उसमें भी किया था
हाँ
पार्टिसिपेट, राइट?
हाँ या तो मतलब जो भी मिलता है तो कर देता हूँ. वैसे नहीं. एट कोडर इज ऑल्सो अ गुड साइट फॉर बिगिनर्स. उसमें एक बिगिनर कंटेस्ट होता है तो स्पेसिफिकली बिगिनर्स के लिए होता है, तो इट विल बी अ वेरी गुड रिसोर्स टू स्टार्ट विथ लाइक दैट.
ओके, लाइक कॉम्पिटिटिव प्रोग्रामिंग तो हो गया, लाइक अगर कॉम्पिटिटिव प्रोग्रामिंग तुम
हाँ
कर रहे हो तो डेवलपमेंट में तुम कैसे अपने आप को, लाइक डेवलपमेंट जैसे तुम बता रहे हो कि डेवलपमेंट वगैरह भी थोड़ा करते
हाँ
हैं, हैकाथॉन कर तो उसमें मेनली
हाँ
डेवलपमेंट ही होता है, राइट? सो
हाँ वो
डेवलपमेंट में कैसे
मेनली
टाइम निकालते हो, दोनों पैरेलली कैसे करते हो? बिकॉज जब कॉम्पिटिटिव कोडिंग करता है इंसान
लाइक
तो मे बी
मतलब
बहुत
हाँ
टाइम लग जाता है, राइट? सो
या मतलब मैं अपना जो टाइम है उसका 60 to 70% टाइम उसको सीपी में देता हूँ और बाकी जो टाइम है उसको डेवलपमेंट में देता हूँ. सो व्हाट आई डोंट डू डेवलपमेंट मीन्स लाइक दैट. सो व्हेन आई वाज डूइंग माय इंटर्नशिप इन वेब डेवलपमेंट तो उसी टाइम थोड़ा डेवलपमेंट किया था, और जब हैकाथॉन्स में पार्टिसिपेट कर रहे हैं तो कुछ बनाना पड़ता है, तो बनाने के चक्कर में थोड़ा सीख ही जाते हैं.
ओके,
So
मतलब
like
किस
that means when
किस
I am
किस
building a product, so I have to search about it and I get to know how things are working. So like that.
ओके, सो लाइक हैकाथॉन किस टाइप का हैकाथॉन में पार्टिसिपेट किया, स्मार्ट इंडिया हैकाथॉन या फिर कॉलेज लेवल का या फिर?
Yeah, yeah. Means Hackathon. I participate in some of the hackathons in Hackathon, Dev
ओके,
Post like that. Okay, so I participated, but I didn't means qualify after round 1 or round 2 in any of the hackathons. Only in one hackathon I went, means our team went to round 2 or 3. So like not 3, round 2. So
Okay.
like that. So means hackathons just I participate for fun and upgrading myself when I
Yeah.
have time in my hand.
Yeah. Got it. So like DSA हो गया like तुम अगर CP किए तो तुम्हारा DSA लगभग चीज हो ही जाएगा कवर, राइट?
Yeah, because they overlap to a great extent.
ओके, तुम्हारा डेवलपमेंट का हो गया क्योंकि तुमने हैकाथॉन में पार्टिसिपेट किया और भी चीजें किया। हैकथ ये डेवलपमेंट और सीपी के अलावा और डीएसएल के अलावा लाइक बहुत सारे ऐसे सब्जेक्ट है जो कोर सब्जेक्ट है, जैसे कि वो भी डीबीएमएस हो गया, राइट?
Yeah,
नेटवर्किंग हो
yeah.
गया। सो ये सब को कितना टाइम देना है, क्यों ज्यादा टाइम नहीं देना है, कितना टाइम पहले देना है, कैसे पढ़ना है, उसके लिए क्या तुम दोगे सजेशन जो जूनियर है उसके लिए,
Yeah, means
जो
means
कॉलेज में
basically
है
what
उसको?
I did was that when I was having my interview, so our fifth semester means didn't start. Okay, so and we had DBMS OS in our fifth semester. So what was this was a problem that we still didn't have core subjects in our curriculum. So what I did was that means just brushed up or just studied some of the basic concepts of DBMS, like some SQL queries like that. So insert, update, delete. So I went to some GFGs or some other websites and just brushed up the basic SQL queries and basic DBMS concepts like that. OS I didn't study because I didn't have the time, to be honest, and I was also not asked about OS.
ओके,
DBMS also I was not asked, but some of my friends got questions from that DBMS, but I didn't got. So I just went to some of the websites available online, and I just learned some basic SQL or basic DBMS concepts, and that's all. So means basically I just gave 1 week or something to do a type of crash course on those
ओके,
subjects.
गॉट इट। सो अब लाइक ये प्रोसेस तुम्हारा कैसे, माइक्रोसॉफ्ट का भी तो तुम्हारा मान लो पूरा लर्निंग फेज हुआ, स्ट्रगल फेज हुआ, राइट? तुम कैसे पढ़े,
Yeah,
कैसे ब्रश अप किए, राइट? अब स्टार्ट
yeah,
करते हैं कि माइक्रोसॉफ्ट कैसे, मतलब माइक्रोसॉफ्ट का कैसे अपॉर्चुनिटी स्टार्ट हुआ, तुम अप्लाई कैसे किए, ऑन कैंपस था
yeah,
या
yeah,
ऑफ कैंपस था, राइट? सो
yeah,
राउंड
yeah,
कितने थे, उसमें किस टाइप के क्वेश्चन पूछे गए? एग्जैक्टली क्वेश्चन तो बताना सही नहीं होता है, बिकॉज वो
yeah.
पॉलिसी के
It's
अगेंस्ट
not
होता है,
ethical.
या
Yeah,
बट टाइप कैसा होता है, किस टाइप का, किस टॉपिक से ज्यादा क्वेश्चंस होते हैं, लेवल ऑफ क्वेश्चंस क्या होता है,
yeah,
डीबीएमएस होता है या नहीं होता है, ओएस होता है या नहीं होता है, नेटवर्किंग होता है तो किस टॉपिक को ज्यादा फोकस किया जाता है, तो इससे रिलेटेड
yeah,
स्टार्ट
yeah.
करेंगे।
Yeah, so basically, Joe, it was an on-campus opportunity. So Microsoft came to our campus in the month of August. So all the students from branches CS, IT, and ETC were allowed. As far as I know, that these three or maybe electrical also
आई
were
थिंक
allowed.
आई थिंक ऑल द सर्किट ब्रांचेस आर अलाउड, राइट?
Yeah. All branches were allowed to sit for the online assessment exam. So after the online assessment, around 40 students were shortlisted. In online assessment, there was two CP type questions.
ओके,
It was of one was easy and another was medium hard, like that.
ओके, व्हाट वाज द
So
टॉपिक?
we didn't get
ओके,
topic was one was greedy and another was DP. Okay.
ओके,
So basically this was the question set, and we didn't get the results. Means result नहीं दिया था कि मतलब सही है कि नहीं है तुम्हारा code. We just had to submit and then the results came out, means the shortlisted students. So around 40 was shortlisted, and then we had 3 rounds of interviews. Some had two. So for me it was two DSA rounds and one HR round. So in DSA round, I was asked around one question each of DSA. So the first interview, I was asked about a question on prefix sums like that. I don't remember the question exactly. So something related to prefix sums and 2 pointers like that. So I had to basically answer that question. And the second round was also a DSA question. It was on graphs and trees. And in the HR round, I means there was no generic questions. It was about general questions about you.
okay.
Means
So
what
there
do
is no
you?
like they not focus about DBMS or OS, right? There is no
Yeah,
question.
they focus. Some of the students got questions from DBMS. I didn't get. means means it
It depends.
depends on which questions you
Yeah,
were. Well,
yeah.
means I was not asked. Some of my friends from my college was asked
In
questions on
Microsoft only,
core
right?
subjects. Yeah, on questions on core subjects. So it's better to be prepared. Means if you get questions from there, then you
Okay,
can answer.
okay.
So then
So,
after 2 rounds, around 15 or 16 was shortlisted, and after the HR round, around 15 got the offer from on campus, and 9 other students got from Microsoft Engage, the offer from Microsoft Engage. So
okay.
total 24 got from our college,
So what
like
is
that.
Microsoft Engage? I'm not clear about it. अगर जिसको नहीं पता हो मुझे
Microsoft
भी नहीं
Engage is basically so Microsoft Engage. So I can tell you my rejection story about Microsoft Engage also. So Microsoft Engage is basically a mentorship program which occurs mainly in the month of May. So the first round is a DSA round, not a DSA round. It is a means a general question round on DSAs, ML, like that. So there are subjective questions also. So you have to give the DSA round, and if you qualify, they will take you for the mentorship program. And in the mentorship program, you have to build a product. For example, this year they had to build a clone of Microsoft Teams. So I didn't qualify for Microsoft Engage program, so I didn't got the means opportunity to build the clone. So once you do good in the mentorship program, they offer you direct internship from that mentorship program. So like that.
Okay, got it. So any suggestion that you want to give to your junior or your batchmate, or maybe the people who are
So
preparing for the placement, because you already
yeah,
sit in
means
placement, right? So you have better idea about that.
yeah. So basically, I would suggest that means one should do DSA and practice mock interviews. It helps a lot because interviews you have to communicate very well. So if you can do, let's say, if you can do a problem but you can't explain your approach to your interviewer or something, so it can be a problem. So I would
Okay,
suggest that besides doing lead code, code forces, and other things, you should also give mock interviews and work on your communication skills, because communicating is a very underrated thing, because you have to ultimately communicate to a person, right, in an interview. So communication skills should be means given preference, and apart from this, you should do a 2 or 3 good projects. It will also help you means to get an idea of building things, working in a team, because
okay. So like coding club is also help you a lot, right?
yeah,
Because I believe that like in college, the college having the coding club or the hackathon club, at that time like the people are so much what I say, curious or competitive to each other,
yeah.
to their colleague or their batchmates, right? So yeah, to
So means
conclude,
a club is always helpful. Basically, I would suggest that consistency is the key. Means every day doing some lead, means some problems, some DSA problems, giving some mock interviews, let's say twice or thrice in a week, and doing some any other thing you like to do. For example, I like to do backend development in Django, so I did when I got some free time some backend development, like that. So I did these things for like for the past few months, and nothing else, nothing fancy like that.
okay, that's
So
great. सो काफी मजा आया तुमसे बात करके. ट्राई
yeah,
करेंगे कि एक दो बार और भी तुमसे कैचअप करें किसी चीज को लेके, लाइक
yeah, yeah.
कैसे तुमको कोड मास्टर बने